Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have GG Gibriel XD versus Pop 97, and there's going to be another high-rated DB video. Also, we have in the hands Ghost Bell, Ash Blossom, Cupsy Yummy, Marshmallow Yummy, and Droplet. They have Urgula, Branded Fusion, Fualos, Lucius, and Cartesia, so they are playing Cartesia in their deck, and they drew it with Branded Fusion, so it's like an extender there. And they drew Fua, they're playing 41, they're playing 40. We did draw Ash though. Also, make sure to check out GG Gibriel's YouTube channel, link down below at the top of the description. Summon Marshmallow, activate Fua, activate Ash Blossom. Now we make Snatchy, and then we have Snatchy effect to go ahead place the Croaky from deck, special out Cupsy effect to go search. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Cupsy, go ahead, grab out Surprise. Like, it's like a little bit weird because like Mingyong is like technically better in like most scenarios, but there are scenarios where like I guess they could like out your Link, but they could have also just like outed the normal summon body. But like you didn't even need to do that there. I don't know why we went for a Croaky here. The more I think about it, because we started with special Marshmallow, it's not even a normal summon, so I'm not sure why you'd place a Croaky. But Cupsy, grab out Surprise and go for Cupsy, then Cupsy effect to go search. I guess we can see like what kind of end board they're trying to make here. Grab out Lollipop, Cookie, discard Cookie, because obviously if you place a Croaky, you lose one extra body that you could have got off Mingyong. So now make Snatchy, and I think like if you're like, oh, but playing around Nib, if I get hit with Nib, I want a Croaky special summon. Well, technically you could do the same exact thing with Mingyong, because you could just never use Mingyong effect to summon back out, and then if they hit you with Nib, then just make Link Spider Mingyong summon back out, so you get the extra body. It's just later on, like the same spot where you'd get it even if you placed a Croaky, basically. Now go ahead, summon out Lollipop effect. And you could also save Mingyong until like after you establish like a Herald, because whenever you Herald, yeah, I was gonna say you get the Metal Marcher summon back out, which always gives you the free Snatchy, which always gives you the free Link 1, so then you can Herald and then summon back out of level 1. I might be the yummy goat. I know, I might be the yummy goat. Surprise in the Marshmallow, add back Surprise. Use those bodies, go into Herald of the Arclight. And now we make a Yummy Snatchy, set Surprise, set Droplet, and then pass. Okay, so like I said earlier, if we had placed Mingyong, because right there we didn't want to get rid of our Droplet, our Bell off our Cupsies. Like technically our Cupsies could have discarded a non-engine card and that would have given us the extra body too. But we want to keep our non-engine, so if we place Mingyong, we could have had a free special summon back there, which would have allowed us to end on like a IP, because we could have summoned back the body like a second before too. Could have gone for IP. Could have also made the Herald and just gone for like SP. But okay, now we go ahead pass. They draw Ketu, activate Branded Fusion, chain Lollipop to go ahead tag out. Summon out the Cupsy and Cupsy Yummy Way. They dump Fawn of Albaz plus Phyrexial from deck to bring out Sanctifier. Cupsy to draw on the Fua. Battle Phase, try to attack over Herald. And then, yeah, it's not like we have like a Link Karibo or something to protect this, so we can't start a battle phase, do that. So it said, think to start a battle phase, Surprise to special summon Chain Droplet to go ahead and then half and negate the Sanctifier. Then we could summon back out Cookie, and then we could Cookie lower it by 1,000 because it's negated, so then we can target it. So that does work to stop it from beating over Herald. On to the next game, we'll see Pop decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Marshmallow, Purge, Lollipop. They have 5 mana, Fenrir, Lucius, Bell, and Cartesia. So special summon out Fenrir, and then normal summon out Lucius, effect to hit with Purge. Fenrir, go ahead, search on another copy of Fenrir. Anything on Resolution? No. Activate 5 mana effect. And then, yeah, Jib just goes ahead and admits defeat. I guess technically we could have stayed in the game and see what we top deck, because we did have Purge for a trap card. But it was not looking great for us, especially with Fenrir being there too. Like, that's just an extra interruption we have to deal with. But we do play Droplet and stuff, so like maybe there's a chance we could have dealt with it all with a top deck. Maybe. Now we have Cookie, Marshmallow, Imperm, Lollipop, Purge. It also depends how the opponent plays. You know, assuming the opponent plays perfectly, it's going to be a lot harder. They have Branded Fusion, Pan, 5 mana, Bell, Pan. Okay. So, special summon out Marshmallow, make Snatchy effect to go place, the Croaky, which, sure, I guess, you know, we just gone over this, so no point in me talking about it all again. Go into the Cupsy Yummy Way effect, go ahead, search out the Cupsy Yummy, plus the Cup C Yummy, discard a Cup C Yummy, special out of Cup C Yummy, Cup C Yummy effect, grab out Surprise from the deck to the hand, then anything on resolution. They said thinking, they said, am I good, question mark? They said thinking here if I want to, find mana, no, go in the Metal Marcher, summon back out Cup C, and then on that summon, activate 5 mana effect, and that can go ahead, use Pan plus Pan, bring out Arthur-Lion, Chainlink 1, Pan, Chainlink 2, and then it's going to go ahead, Arthur-Lion target the 5 mana plus Pan, so they can go ahead, set Ketsu, add back. I was going to say if they pop a body with Pan, then they just get the Croaky special. But I was going to say they still might want to pop the Metal Marcher. I'm pretty sure that's why they did that there. Because it's not like their next play is Herald, because they don't have a level 1. So we go ahead, pop the Metal Marcher. Okay, they get the Croaky special, but we got rid of a level 3 tuner. And then they changed Surprise, so that way we could just summon Marshmallow from deck. Surprise, summon Snatchy from grave. A Croaky, summon Marshmallow, add back the Surprise. That is good. And then we can go ahead, use 2 bodies, make Lollipo 1, a Croaky 2, pop the Ketsu. I will say, that's one thing a Croaky's really good into, is like the Dracotail back row cards. Nice, very nice. Especially if they set 2 of them, you get a Croaky pop 1, SP banish another one. It makes it to where, it actually feels like you can still win the game. And then set up a Herald maybe. Be pretty nice. Okay, here, thinking about what to do next. So sorry, hard, Cup C plus Cup C Yummy Way in the SP banish Arthur-Lion. Now link off SP plus the Cup C to make Silhouette Rabbit. Okay, so we do play Silhouette Rabbit. Stuff's very, very strong. Go ahead, set Serpent from deck, special out Lollipo to put back the other Pan. Yup. Now Lollipo plus Lollipo and the Starham discard Imperm special back out. Yeah, playing Starham, especially because it looks like we're playing Pure. And Pure, it's like a little bit more important because you can use this to like summon Marshmallow and force this to be special summoned by a Synchro monster to be able to get back the banished Mingyong. Because everybody was like, oh, Marshmallow came out, Mingyong getting banished doesn't matter anymore. Well, if I SP banish your Mingyong and then I just sit on big bodies, like, you can't actually summon back your Marshmallow right away. You can still apply pressure with the Croaky Surprise, but you're probably not ending the game that turn, at least. So they go ahead, summon back out. Then they said, thinking on Starham effects, I know Surprise in hand, yes. They're going to go ahead, Ghost Spell the Starham. Okay, and then turn Starham into Snatchy, because it is a level 4 or lower light beast monster. And then set Surprise, Purge, pass, they draw Fua, activate Serpent, summon out Serpent, set the Swamp Deity, and then activate Surprise to summon out the Cup C from the graveyard. Okay, yeah, I mean, we're not playing in the Dark Ruler because we have the Apophis Swamp Deity there. So they go main phase, thinking, yeah, and I guess not really playing into, not really playing in the Typhon that much either. I guess a little bit. Because they could just beat over the Cup C and then we don't have any engine. Because all we can do is make Link Spiders with our Apophis traps. Which, just gives us multiple links. But let's see. They're going to go ahead, activate the 5 mana effect. And then chain Cup C Yummy Way effect to tag out and summon back out Lollipo plus Lollipo Yummy Way. And then fuse off Pan plus Fua. Bring out Arthur-Lion. Arthur-Lion 1. Pan 2. Arthur-Lion target the 5 mana plus Ghost Bell in graveyard, and then in response chain Lollipo effect targeting Ghost Bell, and then chain Snatchy to pay 100 to go ahead and synchro. So bring out the Cup C Yummy Way, go ahead, banish the Ghost Bell so they can't add it back with Arthur-Lion. They get to add back the 5 mana. They're going to go ahead, pan pop the Apophis, the Serpents, so that way the Swamp Deity is not a interruption. Well, I should say, yeah, the Swamp Deity itself won't be an interruption, but the Silhouette Rabbit still will be. But at least they don't have the negate set up. So now, new chain link, Cup C Yummy Way effect to go ahead, search, and discard a Croaky effect to pop the Arthur-Lion, a Croaky effect to special. So we're going to go ahead, add Cup C Marshmallow, discard Marshmallow, special summon out from the deck. Wait, we forgot to summon off the Croaky. Okay, we have all 3 Marshmallow engrave, all 3 Cup C, a Lollipo, a Cookie. Well, I assume since we're playing Pure, we play more Cookie at least. It could be 1 Lollipo, But I would assume it's at least multiple cookie in the deck, at least 2. So they're going to go ahead, pop the Ketsu, because summon out the trap card, Silhouette Rabbit, pop the back row, activate Branded Fusion now, chain Lollipo effect, summon out Snatchy plus Cupsy from the graveyard, then they can go ahead and result Branded Fusion. They summon out Cookie from the deck now, which means I was going to say they remembered it from the Akroki. So Branded Fusion, the Sanctifier, new Chain Link, Dracotail, Phyrexial, Chain Link 1, Cupsy, Yummy, Chain Link 2, draw on the Gravekeeper's Inscription. Yeah, this card's probably going to pick up in popularity again. This card was pretty popular, like, right when the ban list dropped. Not the emergency ban list, but the ban list before that. I remember this card being very, very popular. And now it'll probably pick up in popularity again with everybody playing Dracotail or, like, the Mitsu variant of Yummy. So it's like, you can activate this and still shut off, like, older graveyard effects at least. But you maybe just sided against Dracotail. Definitely sided against Dracotail, though. They're going to set Rahu from deck and then activate Rahu, chain Snatch you to go ahead bring out a Herald of the Arclight. And now they can go ahead dump, but it's like, I don't know what they're actually doing here. They're just going to bring out a Gulamel. Okay. The new chain link, Arthaline effect, because these were sent to the graveyard from the Snatchy effect. And then I think we have to Herald negate that, right? Otherwise they get the Gulamel pop for free, and they get to choose what they pop instead of us just negating that. Also takes the body off board, so they don't have the Arthaline body. They'd actually add an extra body, right? Oh no, it'd actually be the same amount of bodies. Well, it actually would have been an extra body, because if you attack Silhouette Rabbit, neither can be destroyed by that battle. So they actually should have attacked over the trap card there. They just got damage in, but yeah, they said I read it and still forgot. Yeah, unfortunate. Draw Hornet Drones, go main phase, make Link Spider with the Swamp Deity, special out Cupsy effect, grab out Lollipo from the decks of the hand. And now from here, we can go special summon out Lollipo effect, target Arthaline, shuffle that back. It's like, I don't even know what they're supposed to do. Like, their Sanctifier can't do very much. It can summon a Herald of the Arclight, I guess. Someone like SP, I guess. SP may not be the worst card ever. SP can banish their own Sanctifier off board if they somehow mess up and don't game you. Go in the Lollipo effect, special summon back out. Okay, and then Lollipo into Snatchy. Snatchy go plays. I was going to say, could have a Croaky pop Gulamel, but then they could summon Gulamel back out in defense. Which could be a little bit awkward. Mingyong summon out Marshmallow. Yeah, and they're just going to go ahead and say, GG's. Okay, yeah. That was a good game. If we saw Inscription too, it would have made it a lot easier. And this card's so hard to beat because the only card that like actually stops it is like Delta, or just like hand trapping the opponent out of the game as much as possible. That's like the best way to always beat floodgates, is your opponent opens up a floodgate, okay, let me just hand trap your engine until it does basically nothing, and then even though we're under a floodgate, there's like nothing there. Which is why you normally like flip floodgate or activate floodgate and then try to just play for the follow-up as much as possible. You actually don't need the big end board. But alright, with all that being said, the GB Grinder signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.